So the other day I went to go eat at Shake Shack, and here are three things that I learned um, about business when I went there. And it's more of things that I noticed, and you can apply this to make more money, get more clients, etc., etc. And I see this principle in all businesses, in person, online, everything, communities, right? And here's what it is. The number one thing is unique mechanism, right? So I remember when I went to the store, Shake Shack, it's like right by where I live, right? As I entered it, first thing I noticed is like there's so much, different burger places, right? There's like In-N-Out, especially here in Texas, there's In-N-Out, there's Chick-fil-A, there's Shake Shack, and there's probably countless others, right? But what made Shake Shack stand out? Like, why did I go to Shake Shack during that time? I really started thinking to myself, right, as I started entering that place. And I was like, this place is a burger place, right? There's all these other burger places too. What makes it stand out? And the number one thing is unique mechanism, right? Because in terms of first principles, if we think about it, like when I order the burger, like when I order a cheeseburger, for example, it's still beef, right? It's not some like something crazy different. It's still meat, there's still a bun, there's still a cheese, right? So what makes it different? It's the marketing angle that they use, right? Which is what I noticed. Like even in terms of the bag, like when you order a burger and the bag is like it stands out from, like, let's say for example McDonald's, right? Where McDonald's is just a big M, in Shake Shack the bag is like, there's no like chemicals and all that stuff. They promote it in that way, right? Which I haven't seen In-N-Out do. I haven't seen McDonald's do in any of the other competitors, right? So that basically made it stand out, right? They have their own unique marketing angle, and you could apply this to any business that you're doing, right? Maybe if you're helping people lose weight, maybe you have an online business, just anything in general, which is a lesson that I learned. So just analyzing the entire chessboard and looking at how you can make yourself different. That's really what it is, right? And then the second thing that I learned is product feedback. So, when I went there, I ordered a cheeseburger. It was so good. And then during that time, I had some fries too, right? And then something I noticed is after I ate it, I was walking back to my apartment because it was like Friday night. And I was like, I'm just going to eat Shake Shack tonight. So after I ate that, I get a notification on my phone. And you know what it was? It was review, right? They messaged me. They were like, how did we do, right? They messaged me like 10 minutes later. So the reason why the burger is good and the product is good is because they literally ask for feedback every single time you buy it, right? I mean, how many places do do that, right? And the thing is, like, that burger place, because I was asking a friend a few days afterwards. I was like, hey, like, what are your thoughts on Shake Shack? Is it good? And they're like, yes, it's good, right? So it has a high reputation, right? That itself is marketing. But not only that, it's because the product is good, because they just simply ask for feedback every time someone buys. Like, I've bought it like multiple times, and in both times I ended up getting a notification asking, a notification popped up of it saying, how did we do and stuff like that, right? So that's another thing that I learned. And then the next one I learned is like efficiency, right? Because as soon as you enter the place, there's really not that many, there's not a line there, because they have, like that touch thing that you could have, right? So you could kind of self-order, and they have like 4 or 5 of that, right? So what that means is they keep up with new systems that's going on, right? And another person I see that's doing really well is Tesla. I have like a Tesla store right across from me, literally right across from me. And every time I walk past it, I'm like, this looks like a car vending machine, right? Like usually when you try to buy a car, you're in like an entire you have to go to a dealership, you know what I mean? But like it's literally like there's literally a Tesla store where you could buy a car and it's in like a mall, and it's like the store is like smaller than Google, and they just fit 3 cars in there. So that's another thing I learned is efficiency. And you know, that really works in terms of like business too, especially like let's say in an online business, right? What's more efficient? Talking to super cold leads or talking to the most qualified warm leads? You know what I'm saying? So these principles just you could kind of see it everywhere, honestly. In fruits that you get, walking, all that stuff, right? It's like imagine like let's say you have tons of leads, right? Or you're trying to get a client. What would be the most efficient thing? First thing is positioning yourself where the sale, where the wind works for you, so the sale could be easier. And that pretty much means efficiency, which means that like let's say if you have tons of leads, maybe messaging the most qualified leads first and the most warm ones, and then going to the outer layer of the onion, right? It's like the same thing. And yeah, that's just something I learned. Just wanted to get this video out there because I did say I was going to start posting more on this channel. Anyways, hope you guys have a good one.